We teach our students, they come in as juniors and they go out obviously through to their senior year as well too, but we just give them a general overview what it's going to take to repair and repaint a car after a collision or possibly even a restoration type scenario. Actually, I like to get them in the paint booth as soon as I can. Everybody likes to spray paint, so one of the first things we do is learn how to prep a panel, and then we put some primer on it, and then we learn how to mix these. There's mixing ratios with all that. There's all kinds of different primers and materials. So we get them in there. We teach them how to prime. Then we go ahead and we teach them how to sand it, and then we paint it, and then we buff it, and we learn how to weld. We learn how to do a multitude of things. One of the cool things that we have, and we got some students out practicing with it right now, is what they call a nitrogen welder. It's for fixing plastic parts. We can actually take and we do a lot of plastic repair in industry now. So the nitrogen welder can take a piece that's actually broken, and we can put it back together, and it'll be as strong, if not stronger, than what it was when it was originally made. Aluminum's been a big thing in industry here for a while. So I do have a new aluminum toolbox coming in that has the repair equipment special for aluminum repair. I don't know if most people know, but aluminum's got to be done in separate. There's a thing called galvanic corrosion, so you can't use the same tools on steel as what you can on aluminum, or it can cause a corrosion issue. You know, somebody who's interested in cars, the automotive industry, someone who has attention to detail, because what we do a lot is, attention to detail. Somebody who's got a little bit of patience, and again, somebody who likes to see something from start to finish, that takes something that's damaged and can see, have a vision to see what it's going to look like when it's repaired. Probably one of the biggest highlights we do is every year we go up to Detroit to the Detroit Autorama, which is a giant car show. I don't think you'll find any cars anywhere in the country that are nicer than some of the cars that we see up there. It's kind of interesting because they do a student day where we actually gain access. Our class and other classes gain access a couple hours early before it's open to the general public, so the students actually have the ability to walk in and talk to some of the car builders and owners before it gets opened up. The job market's been fantastic for our industry. I hate to say it, but the majority of the guys that are in the field right now are a little bit older. They're getting, they're starting to retire. I got a phone call yesterday from a shop that they have a guy that's getting ready to retire. They're looking to replace him, and they're having a hard time finding anybody. So a young guy who wants to come in and spend a little bit of time can easily make $100,000 a year plus, after a couple years in industry trying to hone their skills. They like to work with their hands. Maybe we get some farm kids or just, kids that, have interest in cars and whatnot. And then the staff, we're all here about trying to make a successful for the students. So everybody's willing to help anybody out to make us all successful.
It started off, my grandpa did this as his profession, and growing up going to the shop with him kind of got my love for it, and on my visit here I also found love for it, and I just love working on cars. Hard work, he really preaches that, like working hard, getting your stuff done, and we've learned about everything from painting, sanding, just about anything you can do in auto body. Something cool that we got to do is they have a paint camera. So it takes a picture of the car and it gives us the exact code for what paint it is. That's pretty sweet to me. After this, I would like to get go into auto body. I'm most likely going to go to college for football somewhere, hopefully. But I would like to go into an auto body trade, maybe work my way up and become a manager. Oh, I love him. Mr. Eisel's great. He can be strict, and some people might not like that. But in a workplace kind of like this, you need that. You need to get your stuff done. But he teaches you along the way. It's a lot of helpful criticism. Besides just learning the trade, you get a lot of friendships. I mean, I knew none of the people in this lab coming in, but I'd say I'm pretty good friends with them all now.